somewhere in southwest Nevada. I never give my exact location when I go live for safety and privacy reasons. But I am here hot tubbing. My hair is still a little bit wet from the hot spring soak. So I am where there are 2 tubs, and it's interesting because when I get up in the morning, I don't want to like talk to people. I just want to get ready for the day. This is like my time to get ready to be my best self. So I ran over to the hot springs with hopes that nobody would be there, like it would be early enough to score a pool to myself. And there were 2 people in the parking lot, 2 dudes trying to fix their vehicle. I'm like, really? Why did you have to pick a hot spring parking lot to fix your vehicle? Just have to, you know, we just have to tolerate each other sometimes in life. I get that. And there was an old dude sitting in his vehicle, and I have no issue with dudes. I love men, I love women, I love non-binary, I love transgender, but just people can be so annoying sometimes, you know? But I also understand I'm at a hot spring that's actually on private land, but they allow the public to use it until they don't, right? We're at their mercy. So, you know, it's public access on private land. So you never know who's going to show up. And I understand that, but I still try to get my basic needs met. You know, to soak, wake up with the sun. And I'm not usually a morning person, so I have to reverse my clock a little bit, which is actually, in my opinion, healthier to get up with the sun and kind of go to bed close to around sundown. Hopefully the wind isn't too much here. So there was an older gentleman sitting in his vehicle, and so I go over to put my hand down in the first tub, the favorite tub, the one that's not like a slip and slide to get in. The second tub is more shallow, and it always has algae growing. There's a wonderful person that comes and cleans the hot spring. Like, I've seen him there like twice in a week, and he's very faithful and loyal to it. What's funny is on the internet, people were saying that nobody maintains it. No, that's not true. So some of you may be guessing what hot spring this is. So please don't. They don't want us giving out the location. And people, you know, there's a culture around hot springs. People don't want, especially the locals, they do not want the location of the hot springs all over the internet. And I get it, you know. Like, I just wanted to climb in and have a peaceful 10-15 minutes to soak and relax and get ready for the work day, because I work online when I'm not working at Salvation Mountain in Slab City, growing my online business. So I really just appreciate when I can just be alone for a few minutes, not have someone yakking. Yesterday when I went there, I had the place all to myself, and I was like, yes. It wasn't 5 minutes later, an older gentleman shows up on his e-bike, all excited and like, can I get in with you? And I'm like, there's a pool right next to me. So I said, I prefer not. There's a pool right next to me. And I just was like, really? So he was still excited, and come to realize, I didn't realize the other hot pool was too hot. So then when I realized, he said it's too hot, and so I said, well, switch with me. And you know, I'm just like, so I got out and I was like, here, you take this one. And then I went over to the other one and oh my goodness, it was scalding hot. So then I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to let go of what I want. And he said, well, come on in with me. So I did. And honestly, when I go hot springing, I want to be in the buff. It's clothing optional at most of the natural hot springs. The public ones, I mean the ones that are commercial where you have to pay to soak, those are typically clothed. People have to be clothed unless you have a private hot spring, hot tub to yourself. Then I believe, like for example at Benton Hot Springs, which is a commercial public hot spring, and they're all over the internet and they want people to come and pay big bucks. I think it's like $100 a night to soak there. But it's a thing out here in the West. I don't know that there's necessarily nearly as many hot springs on the East Coast. And if there are, I'm sure they're paid, because that's what the East Coast does, you know, it's just heavily populated. And yeah, so I don't know, I haven't actually done any research. I honestly am madly in love with the West Coast. I never want to return to the East Coast unless it's like maybe, you know what I'm thinking of doing on the East Coast when I have the resources to do so, is to do like fall leaf chasing in the like from Maine to New Hampshire to Vermont. I could see myself doing that because then the humidity's coming down, it's cooling off. But the humidity on the East Coast, the dew point is absolutely insane. And Slab City matches that in the summertime. It's cray cray. Okay, let me show you. I don't think I finished telling you the hot spring story. So I literally smashed together 2 hot spring stories. Yesterday's event, which is when I arrived here, and this morning's event. Let's finish this morning's event. So the older gentleman was sitting in his vehicle and he came out and he's like, yeah, it's too hot in the hot tub. That yesterday was cooler than the slime slip and slide. I'll call it the slime slip and slide. So I felt, and indeed it was too hot, but the slimy slip and slide was not. So I slipped in, and he didn't want to be in that pool, thankfully. So, you know, they're just these 2 little small pools, and, you know, it's just kind of awkward sometimes when it's, you know, someone else there, and I don't know them, and but he was decent. He left me alone. Yay. He didn't try to climb in with me or anything like that. So I got to soak for about 10-15 minutes, and the 2 other dudes were over trying to get their vehicle running, and finally they left, and I had about 5 minutes of peace before 2 other people showed up. The person that cleans the hot spring showed up, and so yeah. So then I left, packed up and left. I just wanted a quick soak, knock the dust off from sleep, and then go on my morning walk with you. So this is a donkey trail. You can see the donkey hooves. And I bet this trail goes all the way across this valley. You know, the donkeys, they live off the land, luckies. I wish I knew how to live off this land. I would love it. Look at those beautiful mountains. So I love Nevada. I am in love. So basically there's fire insurance here. These shrubs here, if they catch on fire, they usually quickly go out, is what Nevadans tell me. So when the Eastern Sierra is on fire, unfortunately, God rest her soul, I love her so much, I can run over here. I can just take a jog over here. It's only 2 hours from the Mammoth Lakes and Bishop area. And so now I have a new favorite place on the planet to enjoy, get away from those wretched fires. Fire season's absolutely out of control our planet is just, whew. Yeah. Mama Earth ain't happy. I think she ain't happy with us. I can't blame her. Cannot blame her, you know? So, unfortunately, the popularity of a lot of Nevadan towns is that people rape and pillage the land, you know, mining. A lot of the products I used are from mining, you know, the metals. This area is known for silver and gold, and you know, it's just, it's really sad in my humble opinion about colonization and pushing out the Native American wisdom of harmonizing with the land. And you know, it's just run-of-the-mill now in our culture. Most of us, I'd say 90, 95 upward maybe % of our culture don't give a rip. We don't understand because of the way we've been raised to consume from our Mother Earth. I hate it. I hate the way I live, you know. Paper towels, you know, just wiping my ass with trees and like, so to temper that, I have been using a bidet. I know, TMI, TMI. Well, get used to it or move on. So I've been trying to get away from paper products thanks to my friend Val from Slab City. Sanctuary Val taught me this. So it's plastic. I'm not a fan of plastic, but I don't know that you can get a metal bidet. Well, anyway, no matter what I use, it's nothing like how the Native Americans lived. I wish we could live like them. I wish that they could have their country back, have their land back, and that we could harmonize with them. But I know that's pie in the sky, but you know, it could happen. You never know. Mother Earth could just kind of heave up and say enough and reinstall the Native Americans to reharmonize the earth. Reharmonize humanity with the earth. That's what needs to happen. It'll happen one way or another. Our culture is having its heyday, but there'll be a payday for those who don't want to harmonize. I want to, but it's extremely difficult. You know, land prices are going up. You know, if I'm gonna homestead, I would like to homestead with a community. You know, anyway, on and on it goes. Hey, check this out. This looks like vehicle, once was a vehicle road. This is a lot more pleasant than walking on the highway. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's where I'm camped. Over there where that white dwelling is, which is actually a bando. All right, so today I'm going to be working online. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to make my online business work. For those of us who are online digital nomads, I bet there's a lot of people out there that struggle like me, trying to make a living on the road and stay on the road. It's why I came off the road to work camp at Salvation Mountain. It's because I could not get my online business to go. I'm not the only one, and I'm not ashamed to say it anymore. I used to hide my struggles, but it really doesn't help to do that. So I'm considering, I've actually already started reaching out to other digital nomads, joined some Facebook groups, and of course they got a million rules. You're not allowed to self-promote, and that's okay. I understand that. If I had a group, I wouldn't want people in it self-promoting either. But also there's the dance of, well, we need to help each other too with each other's services. So I also joined a marketplace called Offer Lab. You can actually get that link on my Facebook, Gloria A. Brooks, if you're interested. I'm trying to be careful about YouTube because my channel is a travel channel and not a place for me to necessarily go on and on about online work. People are here to watch me travel and my life in Slab City. That's what my channel's about. But if you're a struggling digital nomad, join me in Offer Lab. It's a free marketplace. If you have digital services, products, or physical products, it's a way to share those products and also collaborate. Russell Brunson, who is one of my marketing mentors, created it. He's a highly successful and well-known marketer. His stuff is literally the only way I had 9 months of financial success. And when I say financial success, it was like 12 grand in the year. Well, better than 0 or only 3 grand. It was pretty amazing. And then it just dropped like a rock, serving the homeschool community, which I've discovered they don't really want to pay much more than, just above $100. Sorry if you're watching this and you're a homeschooler. I mean, no offense. You probably would verify. Yeah, indeed. You know, money's tight for home educators. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.